Why, hello and welcome everybody. It is Pohx again, and today I bring you guys a little bit more of an updated kind of like character progression of the Vortex miner that I'm playing. Now, one thing I will inform you guys of is the damage is not as much as I expected it to be, but I do know a way of remedying that solution, or remedying that problem. But it will require kind of like a bit more investment into the character than I'd like, but that's okay because, you know, sometimes you gotta work for a character. You can't just use a 3-link Ancestral War Chief Toteming 13-15 maps. I mean, what? Alright, so we changed the links up a bit, and I'm using a +2 staff. Now, this is a pretty decent staff considering it's +2 cold, has pretty high flat cold to spells, with a pretty shitty spell damage roll that I crafted. I would highly recommend using something like this, and before people kind of go a bit crazy, these are not expensive at all to craft. You can buy a 5-link base off PoE.trade for 1 Chaos Orb, and you can basically use Shrieking Essences of Sorrow. You see the Sorrow right here? Which would be +2 to cold gems. They're 1 Chaos each, meaning you're basically Chaos spamming your staff. If you spend 10 Chaos slamming a staff, you can easily get something as good as mine, if not better. I believe your ideal goal would be +2 cold gems and +1 all gems, and then probably replacing trap and mine damage with empower, or potentially getting a 6-link and using an empower. That's where the real strength of the build will come out from. So right now we're using trap and mine, controlled destruction, remote mine, vortex, and elemental focus. I'm using a 17 Vortex. It's not like a level 21 or anything, but it is 20% quality, and I'd recommend if you're not using Ink AoE or Minefield to use a quality Vortex. I mean, you pretty much always want to. This character, I still, like I said, haven't really invested much currency into it. My life should be about 4.5, 4.6k with more optimal gear. This has 30 life, this has 30 life, this has good life, this has 50 life, this has 40 life. So there is quite some room for upgrades on my character. Now, again, this character is going to take quite insane amounts of damage because I haven't really set up anything defensively. Ideally, you want to use, in my opinion, a lightning coil. Lightning coil would be such a huge survivability boost, and I already have so much resist, so it's okay. I'm sitting on pretty much almost ally weakness capped, with the exception of my fire res. So I can easily, you know, weave in a coil. Now, one other thing to note is I do not have Scion Life Wheel yet, which my build does take, and I have 5 jewels I have not picked up. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I am going to try a little bit of a different variant. I want to try and kind of use Mind Over Matter and see a little bit how it works. So initially, I wanted to kind of use like Blasphemy Temp and Blasphemy Enfeeble, but then I thought to myself, well, I'll just die when I fight like a Curse Immune pack of snakes. So instead, I'm going to try to use Mind Over Matter. So I'm going into Righteous Decree, and I want to grab Deep Thoughts. But that's, again, that's for some later testing. Anyway, let's go ahead and run just a simple T6 map. I want to show you guys a demonstration of not where the build, like, the strengths are, but more like kind of where it lacks a little bit. So this is a 73 map, and I am level 73, so pretty fair, right? I don't even know who the boss is. I hope I don't get one shot. Oh, there's a pack back here. I didn't. There's a zombie pack. Okay. It's actually a lot smoother to play than I thought it would be. I think Saboteur really helps, like, the kind of like the clunkiness of mines that I used to feel. So I was very, very excited to kind of play around with that. I still would like to get more AoE. Whether I intuitive leap for Scion AoE or, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what I would get. Part of the reason why I'm not using Minefield is, one, Minefield lags the game so badly. And number 2 is the damage over time from Vortex is actually quite insane with how much it does. you'll see if I just drop the damage over time here, even after the reduction that they did to, what is it, to the double dipping with trap and mine damage to damage over time, it still is quite insane. Now, if you don't want to do what I'm doing right now and detonate every time, you don't have to. You can use a totem and with detonate mines, and every time you cast it, it'll immediately detonate it for you. So that's another option to do if you're curious on that. And obviously, you know, the clear speed could go up if I was using like Vol Haste, but I'm not really pushing for clear speed. I don't have a coil, like I said, so I think it's better to play defensive. But I would still like to squeeze out like 3 times this damage, and I think that with a 6 link, who the fuck is this? I don't know what this guy does. He doesn't take any damage, like at all. Oh, is this the guy I'm supposed to go around here and kill these things? Or no? Confirm my build does no damage. Why is he so tanky? Oh, he's not. It's just a shield. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, damn, my build fucking sucks dick. So, as you can see there, that's a perfect clear. There's less than 50 monsters remaining, Capo. But that's pretty much the character right now. A lot of work to be done. Definitely pushing 6k life. Unless I go the Mind Over Matter route, which I'm gonna be doing here shortly. That was actually without Mind Over Matter. Another cool thing is the build gets decent life regen. So, I've got Growth and Decay, so I believe that's 2%, 3% from Templar, and then you could grab 4% at Shaper, which for a Trapper really, you know, ironically is not that bad at all. So I'm kind of really liking, I mean, I'm liking it more than I was before. I definitely think, though, as a non-crit build, I really need to push for a 6-link and a +3 gems with an Empower. I think that's going to be the thing that gives it, like, the real edge, you could say, over what it has right now. And I think survivability-wise, again, it'll be pretty decent. 6k life with a coil with Mind Over Matter. I should still be able to hit that, realistically, because I've got 5 jewels in Scion Life Wheel open, and this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1k. So this is, Scion Life Wheel is 1,000 life, basically. So 1,000 life onto here, plus 5 jewels is over 6,000. Which is like 6.3k, 6.4k, assuming I can grab all of that plus Mind Over Matter. And the reason why I grab Righteous Decree, the main reason is because when you're like spamming down like mines with your totem, it like rips your mana apart like this. It just absolutely destroys it. And I'm a big fan of mana potions simply because a mana potion is like, it can pretty much permanently remove anything on you. Any type of debuff, any type of curse, any of that. But more importantly, it allows you to run half regen with no problem, no regen with no problem, quarter regen with no problem. You can run all the regens and it doesn't hurt you whatsoever. So that's kind of like the main reason why I like it. I know a lot of people are against mana potions, and if you don't want to use it, you can just use Clarity. Clarity plus Rallying Cry should easily make up for that issue, and I might even do that. But that's going to kind of bite you in the ass on the half regen maps. Anyway, though, that's pretty much the character. If you guys have any questions, of course, you can feel free to drop them down below. I haven't really done too much with the character. I've been busy playing Battlerite, so, you know, I hope to upload some footage for that soon for you guys. I was also thinking of dropping Clever Construction, this whole wheel here, but there's really nothing I could get instead of it. It feels bad, man. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll post the build in the description down below. And remember, if you want to see this character, just type !profile and look at the character Pohx V, and you can see him right there. Have a wonderful time, everybody, and I'll see you guys all later.